Okay, another quick reading on the Farsight Institute, the group, the Warriors, and let me see. I am familiar with the Farsight Institute, and so I just have to tell you that I have a connection, not a connection with them, but I used to be a paid subscriber and watch them all the time, and Prime, whatever subscription. And then the last couple of years, I canceled my subscription, I think, I don't know, a year or two ago, because it just felt, I was like, gosh, it's feeling weird. I don't know what's going on. It's feeling weird, blah, blah. I just, yeah, I just canceled it. And so I had to really make sure that I cleared my field and had openness because I didn't want to have any bias. Anyway, so I just wanted to clarify. Yeah, so the Warriors for the team of the Farsight Institute, I got the Warriors, which is a universal symbol of courage, discipline, and focus. And I totally agree. Now, for the reading, I did because Farsight Institute is run by and the it's his baby, Courtney Brown. I did try to do a little check-in empathetically, like just checking in and listening to him while he was on an interview. And I couldn't. I always asked permission, and I was not allowed. And to me, this makes perfect sense. There is a he's all of them. I suspect that if I tried to tune into any one of the remote viewers, I would not be able to because they have to keep a very protective layer around their consciousness. I totally get that. So I was unable to tune in to Courtney Brown. But here's what you're all waiting to hear. Um, yes, of course, they're here to expose the truth. He and the group and the team can be trusted. The information can be trusted. They and the group they do connect. And they have board meetings with some extraterrestrial beings, and they actually do. And the group. So I got a yes on that. And the group that they and I, they're not the group that they are speaking with are outside of the false matrix, so they also can be trusted. Um, Outside, blah blah blah, outside the false matrix influence. I do not get that the group in general is being manipulated, like Farsight itself is being manipulated by the archonic for whatever force. Although they have to keep vigilant, I did feel that they're kind of constantly, not constantly, but protecting themselves in their field, and they're doing a good job, but they're not really being attacked constantly. Yeah. Okay. What else? Yeah. And here's, when I asked for a hexagram, anything we need to know, because I'm getting all good stuff. We can trust them. The team does a great job. Information seems to be truthful. No ulterior motives. For Courtney himself, it's forgive me for saying this, but also I think the group in general has kind of just a weird, like, funky, quirky vibe. And Courtney has a funky, weird vibe that it's just, don't we all? Anyway, I do get that he is a galactic soul, but he's not. And I asked if he was related to the galactic family or uh, beings that they speak to at the board meetings. And I got to know. I don't know um, what race he's connected to. Not important. Anyway, so the hexagram that I got, a little, just, the everything is good to go, but only one small critique, not even a criticism, about the group in general. And it is that they have a tendency, there is a hint of fear that they promote fear, or it's always slightly negative or fear-based information that comes out their perspective. Um, I think you could recognize that. I think that's probably what I was picking up on. There's always this, it's a fear of survival. And as well, yeah, they have a tendency to promote fear. And also, and with that, they keep real tight grip around their team. There's also a little hint of fear of failure in there, like failure within the team. So that's real, like strict and controlled, which is not a bad thing. But there's a level of fear of survival, promoting negativity. I don't think they mean to. Of course, that's the information coming through, but there's just kind of a little hint of something that the hexagram, the cosmos says, it's just a little bit promoting a little bit of fear. Okay. Well, and so when I tuned into the senses, my using my senses about the Farsight Institute as an institute, this I think it does represent a little bit of the fear that's in there. So I hate to be so graphic, but at the base level, which this is a symbolic representation of the fear that I was feeling in there, or the promotion of fear, is that I just was stepping in sticky human poo, which is just having a little bit of stickiness in their environment of just promoting a little bit of fear. Um, Sacral, how they relate to the world. I got sour apples again. You get the point. And as far as the solar plexus, how are they getting out there promoting their stuff? I kept seeing like a wings of a bird that just can't quite take off flight. And I think that they would say, yeah, we can never quite get out there. I mean, they're very well known, but I know Courtney, at least when I was listening, would always complain about the sorry, I'm trying to talk fast to keep these videos short, and I'm just stumbling over my words. The algorithms were always, pushing them down and they can't be seen and blah, blah, blah. But I think it might have to do with their presentation of things, that little bit fear. I don't know, there's some weirdness there, but I mean, I like them. They're exposing truth, so I hope that they can take off pretty soon or get more attention. Yeah, as far as the heart area, again, it's a little prickly, like a little baby porcupine. And yeah, their expression, I heard a car crash. So again, my senses pick up that kind of like fear promotion, but overall, information can be trusted. Yeah, so that's a good thing. Okay, until next time.